Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the call. It's Friday night up here in North America, and we're having just a great month. Everything seems to be just on fire. Just continue to hear testimonial after testimonial on this wonderful product, the Age Pill that we have. And tonight, I just really wanted to cover a little bit. You know, I'm not going to get into it too much because we've got so many testimonials lined up for tonight. But really, people have been asking me, Kurt, what products work good with the Age Pill? And I put together kind of I guess I call it kind of an expansion wheel to show people, if the Age Pill is considered the hub, then what are the spokes of the wheel? And I put that together, and we'll cover that at a later time. We'll edit it out, make it look real nice, and put a voiceover to it so that you all can use that when you go out and build your business and using the Sisel products. But, I think the first thing that I really wanted to cover, and this is something that maybe people forget sometimes, but, some of the most important things are the things that we use every day without even thinking about it. You get up, you wash your face, you brush your teeth, you take a shower. Some of those products that people use, those are the most toxic things in their life, right there in the bathroom. And they say that the average female uses over 13 toxic products right away in the morning. Products that have been shown to trigger cancer and all sorts of health issues, and so I want to tell people that that's the best place to start is to make sure that you're putting good, clean, safe products on your body, because it's just as important as what you're putting in your body, and so we can't go on without saying that. And then the next product that I really feel just works so superbly with the Age Pill is Eternity. And again, because Eternity is got resveratrol in it, and the studies have shown, and again, this is how you have to state this, the studies have shown that resveratrol can repair the DNA, and the DNA in your body is getting damaged every single day, and that's powered by the extracts that we're finding in the Age Pill. So those are probably my most important things. And then from there, I really think that fucoidan is great because it removes the toxins, it detoxifies your body, gets rid of inflammation. And when you're looking at chronic disease, chronic health problems, inflammation is one of the key components to it, and that's where the fucoidan comes in. The next thing that I really fits into place is what I think is the Spectramax, and I like this one being the next one in line because of the fact that based on Harvard medical studies, they're showing that 99% of us don't get the key nutrition that we need out of our diet. So we'll just look at those. I'll go over it a little bit more in depth at a later time, but those are some key things. And then from there, I'll cover every single product, why you need it added to your life, and really that's probably one of the most important reasons why you want to look at building a Sisel business, because as you build your business, you're going to be able to afford more of the products, and you'll be able to take them all, and eventually you're going to want to do that because they all just make your life so healthy. And I was working with an age reversal doctor for the last couple of days. We're going to do some projects together, and these are some things that we were talking about. But from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand the call over to Katie Larking, one of our distributors. She really helps us out with the team. She's down in Australia, and she's got a couple of great testimonials that she wants to bring on board and get on the call tonight, and I'll bring a couple from up here in North America. So, Katie, over to you.
Thanks, Kurt. Thanks for that information. That was just fantastic and very valuable. So we're going to start the call first with Peter, and if you're on the call, if you could hit *6 to unmute yourself and share your testimonial today, that would be great.
Hi, this is Peter. I live on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Peter.
All right. Now, I threw something together this morning so I could share with you, and I just had a look on the internet at a 1940 model Ford coupe. All right?
Yeah.
Because I'm a 1940 model.
Okay.
So you can all work it out from there. But
right.
Look, after I turned 75 a couple of years ago, I started to lose power. And I run a business, so I didn't like that much. I wasn't used to that. I'd been okay all of my life, and here I was, not able to function at the rate that I was used to. I had a guy who was jealous of my hair, and he had in the past purchased second chance off me, but as things changed, we couldn't get it, and he was pestering me, and eventually I thought, oh well, Tom Mowers did that, so I'll look Tom up, and that's how I got to be part of joining Sisel. And so, look, about 3 months ago, I began taking the age pill. But what I found was I started detoxing, and I couldn't cope with it and work too. So I had to reduce the dose rate. As a couple of months passed by, I was able to increase the dose rate, and I'm coping with it all right now. The most noticeable improvement on this body was the skin and the backs of my hands, because when people get to this age, they go past something and they hit it with the back of their hand and it bleeds. Well, I was into that, and that's probably a very obvious place for me to see the backs of your hands, and also the arms. The skin was looking great. So my hair, when I went to the hairdresser, and it wasn't Sandy, it was someone else, she said, "What's happening with your hair?" And I said, "Oh, I'm on the age pill." "Oh, what's that?" And I told her. She said, "I'm having trouble putting my arms up to cut my hair." Well, she's on the age pill now. I suffered swollen ankles, which I put down to kidney function. They're looking close to normal thanks to the age pill. Muscles are stronger. My face looks younger, so there is age reversal going on. I'm sleeping soundly. I've always been able to sleep anywhere, but I notice I'm sleeping soundly. But the interesting change is when I wake up, I get up, and I just sit up. So one of the things that Sandy suggested was, how about you get some brain vitality? So we did that, and about 5 days ago, went on brain vitality. What's happened with that is that I had an order come in the other day. It had an 8-digit order number, and I think it was 452932, and I can't remember the last 2 digits after 5 or 6 days. So, but I did remember it, like, for at least 24 hours. So the memory is better, but one of the most noticeable things with me, I'm speaking better and I'm speaking faster. So
wow. Fantastic.
What happens here is yesterday I sent Tom Mowers Jr. a Christmas pack with information about the Glasshouse Mountains, because when I met him in Brisbane, I asked him to come out here and enjoy a day on the Sunshine Coast. I doubt if he got the chance, but in the mail to Tom Mowers Jr. is a nice Sunshine Coast tea towel and other information on the Glasshouse Mountains. and I hope it gets to all the Mowers and they all enjoy it. So this is a big thank you to Tom Mower and the family and everyone that's part of this revolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. That was wonderful. Thank you for sharing. So we have next on the line Gemma. If you're able to unmute yourself with *6, that would be awesome.
Hi, Katie. I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. I just want to say thank you to Kurt and yourself for giving us all the opportunity to share how we're going.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for getting on and sharing today. That's wonderful.
That's all right. Okay, so I've got some notes here. So I'll just say hi, everyone. I'm 33 years old. I have chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia. I've also got costochondritis, depression, anxiety, and asthma. I've not had to reach for my puffer once since I started the age pill. Usually I'd have to get my puffer out after I walked from my sister's place, which is about 4 blocks back to it, and I'd just end up with such a jittery, buzzy after effect from the medication. So the age pill started working on my lungs straight away. And so having had a coughing bug in the house recently, I would usually catch that and have it progress to my chest and develop bronchitis, but this time it's passed me by, so that's another thing to be thankful for. I also have a history of migraines, and I have to say I've only had about 2 mild headaches and just 1 slightly more severe one. So if in the past I'd been out all day, that would pretty much guarantee that I'd have a migraine hit as soon as I walked in the door, and I'd have to reach for pain relief tablets, although I'd stubbornly hold out until it was time for sleep because I didn't want to take more than 2 doses because I don't like taking it. And another thing is with my depression and anxiety, I'm still noticing a continuing improvement of my attitude and my emotions, and I've noticed I'm really handling stress better, and it doesn't cause me to panic and feel anxious as much. With my CFS, fibromyalgia and costochondritis, which is something that you pick up and can contract after a virus that inflames the cartilage around the chest bone, I'm still feeling that all-important energy, much less fatigue, less soreness in the muscles and joints, and I'm able to do tasks that in the past would have aggravated all of the symptoms and taken me out of commission for several days just to recover only partially. So with the increase in energy and stamina, I've found that I have better posture to the point where I'm actually about 4 centimetres taller.
Oh, wow.
I'm not slumped over and shuffling. Yeah, I'm not slumped over and shuffling around anymore. I thought I was only 1 centimetre taller than my mum, but boy, has that changed.
Wow.
I no longer experience that leaden shuffling feeling of walking through concrete in my legs when I'm out and about, and now I have to actually consciously remind myself to slow down as I'm moving so much faster than before. So just to tell you all some of the things I've noticed since I have started taking the age pill, I have put together a list, and here it is. Things that the age pill has changed for me. It has given me much needed energy and a feeling of strength and stamina, cleared my thought processes, helped to push through the brain fog that descends because of CFS and fibromyalgia, given me a feeling of happiness, more motivation and a purpose. And it's given me the ability to actually feel like a human being and not just a list of symptoms. So it's also helped to balance my depression and reduce my anxiety, given me the ability to not absorb and hold on to the stress in life. It's greatly reduced my asthma and need for medication, lessened headaches and migraines, improved my quality of sleep. Having been an insomniac for years, I only have to think I want to go to sleep, and now I do. Things I've noticed on the outside. I have tighter, lifted, softer and smoother skin all over my body. The pain lines from all the illnesses on my face are certainly less deep. My skin tone is evening out almost to the point where I look like I'm wearing foundation all the time. It's regrowing my eyebrows, nails and hairline, plus added more fullness and less fallout. And trust me, there used to be a lot of fallout in the bottom of the shower. And last but not least, I am taller because of better posture. So I just have to say thanks to Sisel and the brilliant minds behind this amazing, life-changing formulation. And that is the end of my testimonial. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, that was just fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
So next we've got Sabra on the line. If you can unmute yourself with *6, that'd be great.
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm Sabra, and I'm in the Pacific Northwest in the United States. And I have some wonderful things that are happening with me and the age pill, but I really wanted to share what happened with my friend who I got on the age pill after about 3 weeks, I'd say. He was telling me he has diabetes, and he's had it for about 15 years. And he said that his feet hurt him so bad with peripheral neuropathy that he would lay awake at night and just kind of wiggle his feet because they hurt so bad and he couldn't sleep. And his feet were so numb that he would lose his balance and he would kind of lilt to the left, you know, when he'd walk and things. And I noticed that. And he said that after about 3 weeks of taking the age pill that he started noticing some tingling and some sensation on the bottom of his feet that he thought he was feeling the floor. And so as time went on, he said that he really was feeling the floor under his feet. His balance got better. I watched as, you know, I'd see him walking, and I could see that he was more sure-footed, and he was walking more spryly. I mean, it was great. And he's been on it about 3 months now, and he tells me that it's like somebody took his old feet and he gave him brand new feet. So he's just really thrilled with what the age pill has done for him. He's a vet, and he went to the hospital the other day, and he was really excited when he got back. He said all of his blood pressure, his all of the things that were wrong with him before, all of those things are in normal range. He got a really good bill of health, and that's only after 3 months of taking the age pill. I'm very excited for him, and new lease on life. He's 75. I don't think I mentioned that. So, I'm just really proud of him that he's making such progress.
Wow, that is fantastic. Thank you for sharing that testimonial.
Mm-hmm.
It's really exciting to hear stuff like this. It's so great. So thank you. And the next person we've got on the line is Shane. If you can *6 to unmute yourself.
Hello, Katie.
Hi, Shane. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for jumping on the call today.
No worries. You're welcome. So my testimonial on the age pill is I've been on the age pill probably for about 9 weeks now. When I first started the age pill, I was just taking the normal dosage, and I started feeling like I had more energy and started feeling like, I could sort of see changes in my body. But then I thought, no, I want to double my dosage. Because of being a bigger man, I took the advice off of Katie to double the dosage. And since I have done that, oh, my God, it's helped my diabetes. It's helped me with my depression. In the last 2 weeks, anywhere between 1.5 to 2 weeks since I've doubled the dosage, I haven't had one bad day where I feel depressed. Every day I just feel motivated. I feel energetic. I've even started going walking every day. I used to do a lot of walking, but then I got lazy and stopped it. But now that I've got the energy back, I've started going for an hour walk with some friends every day. It's basically helping me a lot. So that's my testimonial on the age pill.
Fantastic. Thank you, Shane. It's wonderful.
No worries. You're welcome.
So, Kurt, I might hand back over to you now, and if you'd like to introduce your guests, that would be great. Kurt, are you there? Okay, we might have lost him. That's okay.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Can you hear
okay,
me all
great.
right?
Oh, yes, I can now. Fantastic.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. My phone started talking back to me.
Okay, no worries.
So, you know, as we listen to the testimonials that Peter gave and Gemma and Sabra and Shane, I sit there and I just go, holy cow. I mean, who wouldn't want this for the people that they know? And, you know, I was, again, working with a couple doctors. We're working at setting up some anti-aging clinics here in the United States. And you mentioned that that with the Sisel, with the age pill, and sometimes people go, oh yeah, what's that? And you can kind of tell they're getting a little bit nervous about what do you got? And it reminds me of a story, you know, that when Microsoft was going, we all know Bill Gates, you know, from Microsoft, but Steve Ballmer was the CEO from 2000 to 2014, and about the time that Apple was introducing the iPhone, or actually before they introduced the iPhone, Steve Ballmer, he said, I mean, and this is a quote, he said, "There's no chance that the iPhone is going to get any significant market share." Think about that. There's no chance that the iPhone is going to get a significant market share. And that's what people are saying right now about age reversal. Oh, it's not going to work. Who wants that? I mean, we want the traditional medicine. So as you hear these stories, the 4 stories that you just heard, share those with people and just realize that some people are going to say, oh, that iPhone, I don't want one of them. I want a phone with a keyboard on it, right? And that's the kind of things you're going to hear. So what I'm going to do now, Andrea, are you still on the line with us? Andrea, if you can hit *6. Are you there, Andrea? Maybe not. Katie, are you still on? Or maybe I'm the one that dropped off.
Yeah, I can still hear you. No worries. I was just trying to see if I... Yep.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, she's there.
Oh, there you are, Andrea.
I had to find the mic button on here.
Okay. Well, you know what? Since the distributors that you're bringing on board are in your group, I'm going to let you introduce them and help them bring their stories on. And let's get some stories out for people here across the world about what we're doing. Andrea, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay, I'm going to ask Reni to come on. She's from Canada, and just share her testimony about what she's experienced so far. So go ahead and hit *6 or your mic button if you're on the app.
Yep. Hi. There, I got it. So it's Reni in Canada. No French on that. People automatically think my name's Renee. It's not. So I'm in Canada, and thank you so much for the invitation this evening. Powerful testimonies. Oh my gosh, it just gets more and more exciting.
Reni, could you talk a little louder, please?
Oh, okay. Let me turn up my volume here. Maybe that will help. Thank you for that heads up. Is that better now?
Are you on the application?
Yeah, I'm on computer on the web screen.
Okay. Yeah. On my phone app, there's a speaker thing, and if you click on that, it will give you an option to use speaker, which will make it louder.
Yeah, and that's the one that I hit.
Okay. Just go ahead. We'll listen closely.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll turn my volume right up then, and yeah. So yeah, I guess right now the main thing with the age pill, taking it double dose, is the quality of sleep I'm getting. It's just amazing. I was taking sleep aid Zopiclone for years, and I loved it, and I never thought I'd get off it. And then recently my doctor had said, you know, there's long-term issues that can start in in fact, I had noticed just about that time she gave me some information to read, I was starting to topple. It's not like I would get lightheaded. It's not like I would get dizzy, but I would just start to topple. And so when I read that, that really got my attention. And so, I just started breaking them in half and did that for a few nights. And then with the age pill, I was right off them. And I have been on them for years. So that's been a very positive thing. And now I'm also noticing, too, that I'm needing less sleep. But the quality of sleep that I'm getting, of course, is really, really great. Feeling different things. I love the tingling feeling. I usually take my first dosage anywhere from 4 to 6 o'clock in the morning when I get up, and then I just go back to bed, fall asleep. But I love the tingling I can feel it working in my body. I've had some major gastrointestinal issues, and I really feel that's where it's sort of putting all its energy right now to fix those. But I do, and it was one question that came up from a fellow I'm working with about he has trouble taking capsules, and could he take them out of the capsules and just use it that way? And Doc had gotten an answer back that the capsules are specially formulated or to get through the stomach acids. So if that question ever comes up for anybody. So other than that, I think that, I'm noticing things like my fingernails and my nail beds look amazing. Other than that, I think the fact that we need to know to take it on an empty stomach is you will get the best results with that, and that's the only product that I've noticed that actually specifies to take it on an empty stomach. I think also because Andrea and both Kurt and Andrea have both mentioned too about when I came in, I was looking initially at the age pill and then was busy doing my research and learning the new compensation plan, and it wasn't long before I realized that, I knew I was going to come in to do the business because the age pill and Sisel really got my attention. And then when I started learning the comp plan, it's our other product, that being the Wealth Builder opportunity. That is huge. So I had to sort of change my strategy of coming in just, with a 6-pack of the age pill to get the best pricing and jump on board with that Wealth Builder pack. And I'm really glad I did that way, not only because of the compensation, those bonuses are linked to the Wealth Builder, but I probably would not have tried any of those products that the pack contains. So I'm really glad that I've experienced those now, because it's given me a much bigger picture of the company and a lot of the products. And again, I've just go on to be more and more impressed with everything I learn and the products and everything. So yeah, that's something definitely to be considered. So.
Yeah, initially you wanted to get that 6-pack of age pill, and you said, well, I don't want the products in the Wealth Builder kit, but I want to do the Wealth Builder. And I think I told you had to make a decision, and of course, now we understand that you can become a Wealth Builder at any point in the game that you want to, but at that time we thought there was a limit on that. And so you decided to get the Wealth Builder pack, and I remember you called me about 5 days after getting it and just going, oh, I'm so happy I got these products. I've been using them. I love them. So I'm really happy for you that worked out that way.
Going to come in to do the business, why would I leave any money on the table? I knew I was going to get to work. I was going to be enrolling people. So it just made sense to come in right from the get-go. I didn't need to reinvent the wheel. I knew the products were going to work for me. So, with all the tests and everything that have been done, I didn't need to be one that, I've got to try those products first because, they might not work on me. I knew they were going to work on me.
Right. Tom says they'll work on everyone.
Well, that's right. If you have a pulse, then you probably have telomeres and stem cells. So, yeah, it's pretty much a no-brainer.
Great. Thank you very much, Reni.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're very welcome. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah. Now, Lavita, if you would like to join the call by pushing *6 and share your testimony, we would love that. I'll give her a minute there to figure that out. Lavita?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead, dear.
Okay. I'm Lavita Elk. I live in Oregon, and I have been on the age pill double dosing for 2 months. When I first started it, I was in a pretty down state. My health had been pretty precarious for several years. I'm 72 years old, and my metabolism and my hormones were at about a 90-year-old's. And I'm a very active person. And last summer while I was gardening, I got poked in the leg by a bamboo stake. And when I thought there might be something in there. I tried to get it out, and I finally went to the emergency room, and they told me that it was no big deal. I wasn't going to die, and they shoved me back out the door. They said, go to a regular doctor. So I went to my regular doctor. By that time, it had scabbed over, and they wouldn't do anything about it. I kept saying, I think there's something in there. Well, after all this, a month and a half later, I pull out a 2-inch shaft of bamboo out of my leg. By that time, I was having triple vision, terrible, terrible headaches, and I thought maybe I was about to have a stroke, and went in. By doing a CAT scan, they couldn't find anything, but what we did find is I was totally septic. I had all this infection in my blood, and it had gone into my brain. Well, it was about the time I started the pill, and I started double dosing it, and in the process, I had just barely started on it, and my urine was green. I mean, really bright green. And one of my best friends, she's a phlebotomist. She told me that you're kicking out infection, Lita. That's what your urine's telling you, is it's kicking infection out of your body. And because I was double dosing, I got pretty toxic, and I was very aware that the types of headaches I was having was because I was detoxing really fast. And I thought about backing off, and I said, no, I'm going to do this. I'm home. I can do this. And so I just continued. The urine stayed green like that for 3 weeks. And I had toxic headaches on and off, and I had a lot of inflammation in my system and gastrointestinal problems, having a really hard time digesting stuff. I thought I was probably getting allergic to milk. There was all sorts of stuff going on in my body. It was just breaking down. Couldn't sleep at night. I had aches and pains. My knees were worn out. Well, it's been 2 months now. My skin is like silk. A lot of the age spots have gone away, but all the inflammation has gone out of my body, and all the infection is gone, and I know my hormones and metabolism is getting better every day. It gave me my life back, and the depression stopped to the degree it was gone. I sleep at night without having to wake up because my legs are all hurting, and I just really am thankful that it's giving me my life back. I can travel now, and I have hope. From the second day I started taking that pill, I had hope, and I am so thankful for that. I was a therapist for years, and I know how people go down in the processes of sickness, and as your body starts breaking down, I'm very aware of the process and how it affects you emotionally. And so to me, this has been a wonderful lesson in some ways, but also the fact that you can recover. And I've been going swimming every day and really working hard at recovering. In process, I have gotten so passionate about the product that a lot of my old clients want to buy it. And
that's
so
awesome.
It's made it really easy to sell that way, as well as my daughter is a yoga instructor, and this coming weekend they have, next weekend, the 14th, they're having a kind of a sharing yoga whole day conference type of thing, and I'm going to be offering. The RIP really helps them with a lot of the instructors, because a lot of times they teach so much they get so sore, and the RIP product helps their muscles recover and helps with their downtime. And so they really like that product besides the age pill. My daughter just had turned 38, and she started going through menopause and was having terrible night sweats that was keeping her awake all night. She was having problems doing her classes during the day because she was having these hot flashes. I put her on the age pill, and in less than 3 weeks, they were all gone. So
that's wonderful.
It really established her metabolism. So, and her skin just smoothed out, and she had a scar on her face from when she was a little girl, and it's gone away. That's pretty amazing.
Those are fantastic testimonies, Olivia. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And thank all of you guys for creating, and I'm thankful to Tom for creating this and bringing this product to us, and for all those people out there that got it to me, including you. So thank you very much.
And also Lynn. So I would like to bring Lynn on. And let her share her testimony of, how things are going with her. Lynn is a raw food instructor, and so this fit right in with what she normally does. If you can push *6, Lynn, and join us, that'd be great. We'll give her a minute there to figure that out. Lynn?
Is her surname Thomas?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I can see Linda Thomas. Sorry.
Yeah. I've been chatting with her. I think she's on there. But let's hop over to Faye up in Canada, and we'll let Lynn try to figure that out. Maybe she can come on after Faye discusses what's been going on with her. So, Faye, if you could push *6 and join us, that would be great.
Okay. Hi, Andrea, and thanks for inviting me tonight. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. I've been using the age pill for about 3 months now, and starting off from years of having arthritis and fibromyalgia and the associated difficulties with those, I feel that being on the age pill has improved the quality of my life and has been really life-changing for me. First of all, I have to say that the energy level, because with fibromyalgia you've got so much fatigue that it's so hard sometimes to get your energy up. And I feel that I get so much more energy and I'm much less fatigue. I'm moving faster and I get more done in a day. And that's huge. The brain fog basically has lifted. I don't even think about that anymore, and so I'm having much better time concentrating and focusing. And what I find is that I can, as I say, during a day, I can just get so much done. I can work at the computer, and I can stay with a task. And that I haven't really done that for quite a while. It's easy to walk away from a task when you're feeling so exhausted and tired. And that's probably what I appreciate the most about the H pill. Although I have to say, a good night's sleep is a good second here. With fibromyalgia, you have such an interrupted sleep. Every sleep cycle, you wake up. You just come up out of that cycle, you wake up, and then you may go back to sleep again. But it's just interrupted sleep all night. And I find that I get a deeper and much more restorative sleep, and sometimes 3 to 4 hours at a time. And that is just a huge improvement for me. I just feel so much better. And, of course, with that sleep, I get some of the associated problems, are the spasms in your feet and the legs and things like that. And I just don't have those anymore. I can't remember the last one, actually.
That's awesome.
I don't even require as much sleep, actually. And like you, Andrea, I'm finding that it's normalizing my sleep patterns. I could, I don't know, that, going to bed at 10, going to sleep at 10, sort of waking up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, that's pretty normal now. And I like that. I like being able to sort of have a longer day, a longer productive day, which is huge. So that's...
It is huge. And, we restore our bodies as we sleep. So the better sleep we're getting, the more restoration we're getting. So thank you for sharing that. Faye, would you like to share how old you are?
78.
78 and having great results.
Uh-huh.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. I've texted Lynn, and she said she's going to try again to get on the call. So go ahead, Lynn, and hit your *6 and see if you can connect with us.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
We can hear you.
Yay, I did it. I'm so proud of me.
Congratulations.
I'm Lynn Paluzzi, and I live in Idaho. And I just kind of stumbled upon the H pill, and it was kind of like one of those little things that you go, oh, I think I'll try this. I'll be my own experiment. And the results for me have been next to amazing. I have severe scoliosis that I've had since I was 14. And with the H pill, I am not in pain all the time. And for me, that's like a miracle to be able to not hurt all the time. And I've noticed things like my eyelashes are growing back, and my eyebrows are, and my hair is turning brown again. And I'm like, yay, I'm getting brown hair. So for me, it's been a miracle, and I am so grateful that I stumbled upon this on the internet, because nobody in my area was doing it. I kind of looked and nobody heard, which is a good thing for me, because everybody I talk to now wants to try it, and that makes it super easy to earn income from it, which is also a good thing. But for me, I think the best thing is taking the knowledge that we've gained over the years. So I'm 64 now. So the knowledge I've gained over the years in diet and nutrition, and applying that on top of the H pill, I think makes a huge, huge difference. And this month, now I'm going to be trying the Sisel Rip for the first time. And I'm really excited to see what that does for me also. And I gave it to my husband. He had a stroke about 4 years ago, and he's noticing huge difference in his skin as well, and the brain fog in his head is clearing up. So he's really excited about that. So I guess that's about all I have to say.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And you are a raw foods instructor, is that correct, Lynn?
Yes.
Is that the correct terminology? So Lynn has been eating very healthy for a long time, and yet she's taking the H pill and getting great results. So that's wonderful. So I'll turn the call back over to Katie or Dr. Kurt, and you can finish it up.
You bet. Well, thanks, Andrea. And Katie, thanks for getting the guests on tonight. And Peter, Gemma, Sabra, Shane, Reni, Levita, Faye, Lynn. Wow. I mean, we heard all sorts of testimonials tonight. I mean, dealing with just some of the factors that we think of as just coming on as we age. And all of a sudden we start thinking, wow, that can actually go away. And does it really matter how it works? As long as it works. And then we start hearing things like, just some of the crazy stuff that our people are noticing changes with. And I hear those things every single week, and I'm sure you do too. And we just go, who wouldn't want to be on this age pill? And thanks for sharing, everyone, and I sure appreciate that. And thanks for taking the time out of your day and out of your night to be here with us, to be on the call, and we'll get this out to everybody. I'm going to hand it over to Katie and let her close out the call. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Kurt. Thanks, Andrea, and thank you for all the guests that were on the call today. We really appreciate you jumping on the call, so we'll leave it there, and we'll get the recording out to everyone soon, ASAP. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Good night. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Thanks.
Good night.